cold, I made the mistake of wearing like some kind of slip-on, little dolly type shoes today. I have been taken off furlough today, so today I've been working in the estate agents, which I do on a Saturday, and yeah, my feet are absolutely freezing. My car feels like a freezer, which obviously really isn't ideal. But I'm now driving home. I'm absolutely starving. I'm doing Veganuary, and I had the intention of making like a full lunch to take to work with me, but I completely forgot. So yeah, I've had a banana all day and my Brucey supplements, which we started taking. The Brucey supplements are the supplements that we're taking for our IVF cycle, which we were really kindly gifted from Brucey. So yeah, they are, I've quite literally had like a very large glass of orange juice and a banana all day. But yeah, so I'm now driving home. We're gonna order an Indian takeaway tonight. I'm gonna do a bit of filming when we get home. I'm gonna pop on stories because I haven't been on stories all day. And yeah, get into my comfy clothes because it is bloody freezing. I hope you're all alright. I obviously didn't upload last week, so we'd obviously gone from Christmas to New Year, and I wasn't really feeling just kind of doing like a generic 2021 goals video. Like I did a goals video not that long ago, and I've spoken to you all quite a lot on Instagram about what I'm trying to achieve this year, so I will talk to you a little bit about that in the video, but I didn't really know what to... Sorry, I had somebody driving at like 30 miles an hour in front of me on the parkway. But yeah, so all in all, I have completely forgotten what I was saying. Yeah, so I didn't just want to do like a generic video going, these are my goals for 2021. And I think like those videos are fine. Like I've done those videos before, but I think 2020 was just so crap that I didn't want to come on and be like, look how amazing I'm gonna make my life this year, when chances are the next few months are gonna be rubbish and they're gonna be hard, and we've all just got to do our best. I obviously have like certain things I want to achieve this year, which I am going to kind of discuss with you throughout this video. One of those things is fixing all the chips on my nail varnish. So I will discuss that in this video, but I'm not going to make it like a full, these are my goals video. I just thought I'd do a little bit of a vlog. We'd just have a bit of a catch up. I really enjoy vlogging, so I definitely want to make that something I do on a more frequent basis going forward. I really like doing the sit down videos. I do find them really fun. If I have a good topic to talk about, I can sit and talk for hours on end, but generally I like just vlogging. I think more than anything just because I like editing them, because I kind of get to watch my days back. So I'm definitely going to make a habit of doing that a little bit more often going forward. I really need to get over my fear of vlogging in public. But yeah, I definitely want to start vlogging a little bit more than I do at present. I need to get over my fear of vlogging in public by the time that we start our IVF cycle. So I'll talk to you about that in a little bit more detail, because we've definitely made a plan going forward. We have a meeting one night this week with our chosen new clinic, which I'm really, really excited about. Really excited to tell you all about that. And yeah, so vlogging is definitely the way forward in 21. Anyway, I am about to pull up at home and the camera is moving further and further away from me. So I will see you in a very, very, very short while. Don't you hate it, like when you get off the parkway and a car is driving behind you and they literally drive behind you the whole way to your street? Like, I feel like I'm being followed. This is a really attractive angle. I hope you're all really loving looking at my nose. Don't you dare kick that football in front of my car, you little shit. So I try really hard not to be superstitious anymore. I used to be really, really, really superstitious, and like magpies, I'd pinch myself every time I saw one. Oh my God, has that van literally followed me home? So when I got off the parkway and I was pulling into my street, like I said to you about how weird it is. I don't know whether I'll put it in the video because it was the most disgusting angle ever, but I said about the fact that there was a van and when they quite literally drive to your home address, like they drive down your street, you feel like they're following you. Anyway, I've never seen this van before in my life, and it's literally parked behind my car. Am I being stalked? Okay, we're just going to carry on as we were, and we'll pretend he's not there. That's really creeped me out a little bit though. I'm not sure I like that. Anyway, I used to be really superstitious. Like when it came to magpies, I'd pinch myself all the time. 3 drains, things like that. Whereas magpies I seem to have got over now. Like every time I see one, I'm like, it's just a bird, it's just a bird. And like the 3 drains, I seem to have kind of reined that in a little bit. And I've just pulled up at home, and there is the biggest magpie I've ever seen in my life on my neighbour's front garden. Now a BMW's pulled up. It's all very weird. My neighbour's shouting something and opening the boot. Oh my god, are they going to pull out a body or something? No, just a bag. Okay, so he was in the BMW, so who the hell is in this orange van? Don't know, he's talking to them. There's a lockdown, neighbour. You shouldn't be having people over. Ooh. Hi. Hello, everyone. Hi, Brucey. Hi, Brucey. It's very dark in here, isn't it? Why has Daddy got all the curtains closed? Why haven't you got the football on? Bam! Say hello, hello. Hello, have you come to join us today? Have you? Have you? My little pal Brucey. What are you doing? Oh, hello. Hello. Are we playing with Gingy? Is this your Gingy? This is Brucey's gingerbread man called Gingy, and he loves him very much. And he squeaks. And Bruce doesn't try to rip him apart, but if he squeaks, you do everything in your power to try and find the squeak, don't you? Ready? Wait. 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 What is it? Is it Gingy? Is it? Is it Gingy? Is it Gingy? There you go. Okay, you have your toy. He's got a new collar. He's got a new herringbone collar, haven't you? And you like it very much. Okay, he can't decide where he wants to go. He's going to play the wiggly worm and just move all over the bed because we've been recording for 5 minutes now. And all I've been doing is playing with the dog. But hello, I hope you're all okay. Obviously I've sat and spoken to you in the car a little bit. I'm not sure how much of what I said you could actually hear. But I quite like filming like this now. I think even when I do sit down videos where I'm going to sit and talk to you all about something, I think it's quite nice just to have a bit of normality in it rather than me just sitting and talking. So like I said, that's one of my little goals this year, if you like, where I'd just like to kind of take you all along in my normal day-to-day life a little bit more than I usually do. I get quite anxious when it comes to filming YouTube videos, and sometimes I film things and I think like it's a video I'd want to watch. It's just a video of people having their normal day-to-day life, and then I sit and edit it and I put it all together and I just think, gosh, are people going to find this really boring? And I think one of my biggest problems is that I am such a people pleaser. Like, all I want to do in my life is please everyone, and that's not possible. I've got dog hair like everywhere now, so okay, I've just completely moved the way that my camera was sat because it was frustrating the hell out of me. I can't even remember what I was saying because I've moved my room around. But anyway, like I said, I think one of my biggest problems is that I am such a people pleaser that sometimes I will film content and then I won't put it out there because I'm too worried that people are going to hate it or people are going to be sat there like bitching about me. And so I don't do it. So really, my morals for 2021 are to get a grip, to get a life and just to stop worrying what everybody else thinks of me and just crack on. So we're going to start this video with a big cheers of tea with oat milk. So cheers everyone to not giving a shit what people think about us. Chin chin. That's still far too hot. I'm definitely also, one of my resolutions, I say resolutions, I'm going to think of them more of intentions, because if I don't do them, I'm not going to beat myself up over it. But one of my big ones, which I think you might like, is that I'm definitely going to make more of an effort to get Bruce in YouTube videos, because you are the king of this castle, aren't you, my lord? King Brucifer. Yes, he is. And he's just so cute. Look at him. Hello. Obviously 2021 is the year of IVF cycle 3. We aren't going to be starting until kind of the end of the year. It will be any time between like September and December. We have chosen our clinic, so I do get asked a lot, and I've really toyed with kind of discussing that. I can't remember if I mentioned it in a Q&A or whether or not I edited it out, but we have chosen to go with a clinic called the Evewell. We think that's who we're going with anyway. We have got a meeting with them this week that I mentioned in the car earlier, where it's a bit like a virtual open evening, and we're going to be meeting one of the consultants, we're meeting the head embryologist, and we are meeting the patient care team, or somebody from the patient care team anyway. And I have a really good feeling about them. I had an awful lot of clinics recommended to me, so we spent a lot of time like having a look through the clinics and deciding on the best one for us, and we think we have found the clinic for us in the Evewell. So an awful lot of kind of what I'm going to be doing this year is prepping for that cycle. So I still have 2 stone to lose to be at an ideal BMI. Now I might not lose that 2 stone, like I might lose a stone and think, girl, there's nothing to you now, like come on, enough is enough. I am very conscious of not letting it get the better of me, and I'm very conscious of trying to make sure that I'm doing it healthily. I'm not in any rush to do it, but I want to be careful with how I do it, and I want to make sure that I don't become obsessed with it. But that is one of my goals. So I've got about 9 months. I am obviously going to be vlogging it all. It's a bit far in advance for me to kind of be preparing for that, but I have had some ideas about how I'm going to vlog, how I'm going to document it on Instagram. I have found both perks and cons, really, so pros and cons to live sharing everything. Cycle 1 we didn't tell anybody. Cycle 2 we literally documented it as we went, which was great. And both, like I say, both have their pros and cons, and there is no right way to do it, but I kind of feel like I want to meet somewhere in the middle this time, and it might not necessarily be really live. I might give myself time to kind of process everything that's going on before I am filming videos and putting videos online, etc, etc. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that. So all I want to do, like over the next however long, is prepare myself both mentally, physically for my cycle, but also I kind of feel like I want to get to a much more peaceful place internally. And yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. So what I have bought to prepare for my cycle, I have just bought this book. So it's a guide to IVF. It's his and hers guide to surviving IVF, effectively. It's by Richard McNee. Yeah, Richard McNee and Rosie Bray. I haven't started reading it yet, but so many people recommended this to me, so that's something that I'm doing to prepare for my cycle. Reading, I want to read so much. One of my goals this year is to read 2 books a month. So at the moment I am reading a fiction book by Jodi Picoult, who is my favourite author of all time. That's called The Book of Two Ways, and I'm also going to be reading this. So that's kind of like a resolution type goal. I really enjoy reading, and I haven't done enough of it as of late, so that's something I really want to get back into. The other thing that I'm really going to try and do is journal and plan, and I think it's the key to a positive mind and a positive life. She says. Whether or not it actually works, I don't know, but for the last 7 days I've definitely felt like it's given me more focus. So I bought this planner. So it just says one day at a time. It's from a really cute little company called Faco Papier. I really like this. I went through it on my Instagram the other day, but they've got like really nice quotes on them. And now my thing with quotes is that sometimes I think they can be far too cringy. These are not cringy at all. They are really nice little quotes. Like, that is like the secret of getting ahead is getting started. It's really simple, it's motivational, but it's not something like OTT, if that makes sense. So at the beginning of each week, so this is what I've got to do. So this is my page for tomorrow, which I'll fill out, I think. No, sorry, that's my end of week review, which I need to fill out tomorrow. But this page is what you get at the beginning of each week. So for me, I think this is a great thing to do on a Sunday. So you have the week in review and you kind of go over what went well in the week, what you think you could have done better, challenges of the week, your highlights, your emotional check-in. But then for the following week, like, you have like this week's intention and your priorities of the week and a to-do list, habits and goals and things like that. So then when you go to each day, it literally has like the plan, your priorities, your exercise, how much water you're drinking, how much food you're drinking. We're gonna really ignore the disgusting state of my nails. I need to paint them. Your shopping list, your budget for the day, which at the moment is a solid 0 because I am saving so hard for IVF. We literally have a budget kind of thing, like we have a target that we want to hit by September, but ideally we want to hit it well before September. But anyway, so each day you have this. So I've been going through it and I have obviously like been writing in my plan for each day. And yeah, it's just, for me, it's great. I think it's really ideal. So yeah, for me, this is really helping me have a positive mind because I feel like I have something to work towards. And I feel like once I've written it down, I've kind of held myself accountable, and then I have to go through this and I hate it, like, already. So one of the biggest things for me that I really suck at is drinking water. I'm not very good at drinking the recommended amount of water at all. I don't drink anywhere near enough water. So that has like 8 little dots, if you like, that you have to kind of check off throughout the day. And I haven't this week got through more than 2 dots. I think 2 is the most I filled in there. And that just isn't good enough. So that means I've literally that means I've literally drank 500 ml of water, and that's just not good enough. It's really not good enough. So it's a really good opportunity for me to kind of check myself, check what it is that I'm doing, and move forward with that. So that's what I'm doing there. The other things I'm doing are obviously the campaign. I have certain goals within the campaign that I want the Fight for IVF campaign to have hit a certain point by certain points in the year. So I've written all that out, and then oh my god, I can't get my words out. As a lot of you know, are you having a stretch? As a lot of you know, I started my own business at the end of last year, and my goal is for that to be my full-time job by the end of the year. That might be a little bit optimistic. I'm really hoping that it's not. I am putting 110% into that business. And I feel like by saying it out loud and by saying it to you, I am being held accountable for what I'm saying. Like, that is the dream. The dream is for this to be my full-time job. The dream is for this to be a national business, like a nationwide company that offers all these different services across the country to help people going through infertility and trying to conceive, and throughout the whole of their fertility journey, really. So I'm working really hard to make that a reality, and I'm really hoping that this time next year I am sat filming a video with you saying I did it. But we will obviously see. Another little update for you is that we are starting, or hopefully starting, a renovation in the house. So our plan is to move in a few years. We've got a few different things up our sleeves that we're going to be doing over the next couple of years, but they take a lot of planning, and it's not something that I'm going to sit here and talk to you about right now. But one thing I will talk to you about right now is that I think we are renovating downstairs, and we are going to be knocking our kitchen through into the garage, moving the kitchen into the garage so it's a much bigger, more open space. We can have an island, we've got a lot more storage, kind of converting what's now the kitchen into a bit of a dining area. So it opens up our living space. So we're not really going to gain anything from it except space, which is really, really important for us, especially if our treatment works. We need that space. It also means we may have more space for another Brucey, but not called Brucey, but another Labrador. Hopefully, I don't know, they're a stupid price at the minute. Breeders are just, the prices have just shot right up because everybody in lockdown has decided they want a dog. So yeah, it's potentially something that we're gonna do. But anyway, going back to the kitchen. So yeah, the plan is to knock all that through, and then at the moment, like where our fridge is and things like that, we're gonna have like a bit of storage built up there. So we've got places to keep like the dog food, and a bit like a boot room but in a cupboard. It's the only way I can describe it. Like, it will be a big cupboard, but places to keep like our coats and our shoes and the dog food and all the dog walking things, which is really exciting. This house has so much potential, but unfortunately all of that potential costs a lot of money. We haven't even started and we've already run into problems where kind of the supporting wall is, and there's like steels that are kind of in the wall that have made like pillars in the garage, which we're going to have to completely move and basically turn everything on its head. So at the moment we're in the process of getting quotes. We had somebody come around last night to measure things up and have a look. It was all within the lockdown guidance before anybody sticks on that. But yeah, it was all within the guidance, but we had somebody come around last night to have a look and quote us up on a few things, which is great and definitely means that we're heading in the right direction. We have somebody else coming to look at the garage this week, and hopefully we can then start getting a move on, and that's really exciting. So obviously if that happens, I'll vlog the entire thing. But yeah, so there's a lot going on in Casa Izzo at the moment, and there will be a lot going on over the next 12 months. And I'm just really, really hoping that the next 12 months are really positive, really happy, and just better than the last 12 months. And I hope it's like that for everybody, in all honesty. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop chewing your ear off. I just thought it would be quite nice to sit down, have a little bit of a catch up, just make sure you're all right. I'm really interested to see what your intentions are this year. Like, I know a lot of people don't have goals, they don't have resolutions, and I know that at the moment a lot of people just feel like surviving is enough, and it absolutely is. And if that's your goal, then that's amazing. Please do, please carry on. So yeah, I just feel like for me, I've kind of got over the idea of having a purpose in life. Like, I don't feel like you do have one purpose in life. I think you're here and you do with your life what you want to do, and we have all these different things that we're supposed to do. I always thought that my intention in life, I always thought that my purpose in life was to be a mother, whereas I don't think it is my purpose in life. It is something I really want to do, and I think it's something that is a huge part of my life and I would be bloody brilliant at, but I don't think it's the only thing that I'm destined to do. And I am definitely trying to explore more of me and more of that, and that is exactly what I'm going to try and do this year, and every year going forward. So I'm really interested as to what you want to get out of this year. You know, we don't all need 5-year, 10-year plans, etc. I have a 5-year plan in my head. I have a 5-year plan written down. I know exactly what I want to get out of the next 5 years. But I'm not going to beat myself up if I get to the end of these 5 years and I haven't reached that, because things happen and life happens and everybody's different, and you never know what's around the corner. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow, and something might happen tomorrow which could completely reshape my 5-year plan. Like, you have no idea what is going to happen. I think 2020 proved that with bells on. Oh my god, did you hear my stomach rumble? I'm so sorry if you just heard my stomach rumble. Blimey, I am hungry. But yeah, so in a nutshell, let me know what your goals are. Let me know what it is that you want to achieve throughout 2021. Do you have a 5-year plan? What is your 5-year plan? Like, what are your big goals in life? I've told you that by the end of this year, I want Innovation Fertility to be my full-time job. I want it to be on its way to reaching its capacity. I say that, I want it to just continue growing and growing and growing. So what are your goals? Let me know what they are. Even if it's just a case of just survive, like that's absolutely fine. I feel like that was my goal in 2020 and I am just really proud of myself for just surviving, in all honesty. But yeah, what are your small wins? What are your big wins? What are your small goals, your big goals? Let me know. But Happy New Year. I hope you're all really, really well. It's been really nice sitting here and catching up. I have missed this. So yes, lots more vlogs going forward. Hopefully renovation vlogs, IVF vlogs. I feel like 2021 is the year of the vlogs. But yes, have a lovely Sunday, or whatever day it is that you're watching this. It's Sunday when I'm uploading this, and I will see you next Sunday for another lovely vlog. So yeah, take care. Bye.